the computer, yeah. I am running so many programs right now. I really hope we get the chance to watch this all come crashing down. So stay tuned for that. Alright, War Thunder asset viewer not responding. So the asset viewer crashed. That's not all the up. Retry. Okay. Well, that actually happens fairly often. If you thought War Thunder was buggy, just try using the asset viewer. It's really touchy. So when you're launching it, you need to like not alt tab at all and let it go through the whole startup process. So we're just gonna watch this for a while. You see that we've launched the asset viewer. Fatal context. War Thunder res fx dxp.bin. Ignore. War Thunder res fx dxp.bin. I don't know what a War Thunder res fx dxp.bin is. All I know is I want it dead. So let's. Whoa, okay. Let's get into this. Close that. So let's close out a War Thunder as well. Just because we're having some problems with the asset viewer. Welcome to the exciting world of making custom camouflages. It seems like with every update to the game, they bork the the custom camo system or the asset viewer in one way or another. And here I am. I mean, look, I'm running a ton of processes right now. I'm like installing 2 games on Steam. Oh, Terraria's done already. That game is tiny. Gonna play this with the wife later today. If I ask really nicely, maybe she'll stream with me. I think that would be fun. But I'd really like to get into making. If we go into here, man, I got a lot of junk here in this. This is sort of like my catch-all folder for all the stuff that I'm actively working with. And periodically I need to like come in here and just delete all this extra stuff. But some of the things, I can get rid of the Roy D Mustang skin. I've done that one. I can get rid of the Saya folder. I've done that one. Super Burger Cat. I haven't made a Piccolo themed vehicle yet, and I really want to because Piccolo is really cool. He was my favorite character from Dragon Ball Z. Still gotta watch the Venture Bros as well. But let's get back on task with the Super Burger Cat theme. So I want to go for like a Five Guys burgers and fries look. We've got our checkered boxes there. We'll run along the sides, and we'll probably run a black background. So these little decals that don't have a black background, I can swap them out or change them up a little bit for effect. But you can see what our theme is going to be here: hamburgers and cats, because I just acquired the Super Cheese Cat. So we'll see how that goes for us. What's in the recycle bin? You can all go away. Okay, let's try launching the asset viewer now. The War Thunder is not in an active window. And we'll just sit back and let it fail. I wanted to show you guys the process of acquiring the templates that I use. But if it's not going to work out, well then I guess I won't be doing that today. And of course, because this is a live broadcast, well, you're just sitting here along with me, waiting for things to progress. As I'm smooshing sugar ants one by one that are walking through my space. There's a lot of ants in my house right now. It's sort of a side effect of having the crumb producing monster that is a baby girl. And yeah, same thing. War Thunder res fx dxp.bin. So let's just War Thunder res fx dxp.bin. Let's go to the War Thunder install file, War Thunder res fx dxp.bin, and let's just try deleting that file. Res f fx dxp.bin. So let's try deleting this, and then let's try deleting that, and then relaunch War Thunder. Excuse me as I go through some troubleshooting here. So hopefully it'll recognize that that file is, there we go. So it re-downloaded the dxp.bin file. It's going to take quite a while to analyze these files. Let's see if there's anything else I can stifle for now. I don't really want to. So I haven't tried this method before, but it seemed pretty smart to me. And as I mentioned, with every major update, the asset viewer gets a little bit more difficult to use. By that I mean it just tends to crash quite a bit because there's all kinds of bugs. Did you know that there are several bugs in War Thunder? Really? You were aware? It's a big game. You know, if you're gonna make progress and develop things, it's just every game has bugs. And the bigger the game, the bigger the bugs, and the more there are, and you gotta hope that they squish them as quickly as they can. And honestly, after all this time, I think we've seen that Gaijin is interested in smashing bugs, even though some can be more elusive than others. So I'll let them figure out the issue if I'm not able to build my beautiful custom camo today. I do have an alternative I could use. Let's see if this rarely works, but let's see what War Thunder has made for us. So if we go to, actually, I think I know that that's not going to work. So it'd be the US M18. So I have a few templates here. I have a few custom camos. This folder used to be a lot bigger, actually. I keep deleting all of them. Okay, US M18 Super Hellcat. Oh, this is new. Did they actually pull the files for me? Did they actually do it right? Let's check the format. Let's see. Replace text. Set text. I think that's wrong. Yeah, I think that's wrong. I think this is a borked file. Let me just play with it a bit. So this is the one that the game created for me. And I think, wow, the machine gun mount? That's kind of key. So we have the gun mount, the gun, the turret, M36 Slugger turret. That's an interesting file name. Hellcat body, Slugger turret. That's all we really need to replace. What about the gun, though? Could it be... This is something that they've done with some of the tank destroyers, is they've modeled the gun along with the turret. Or they've included it in the graphic file for the appearance of the gun and the turret. Whereas with tanks, they'll have a graphic file for the body of the tank, the turret of the tank, and the gun. Separately, so you'll open each one of those and edit those individually. And then with a lot of tank destroyers, usually casemates, they'll model the turret, or sorry, the body, and then just either just the gun, or they'll call it the turret, and they'll have the gun and the mantlet and stuff together. So let's try launching War Thunder now. And we'll go ahead and open up these files that they've procured for us, and it looks like these could be the right files. So M18 Hellcat body. Let's open this up with our image editor. It's crap. It's not going to work. Anytime it says sample like that, it's not going to work. It's bugged. So it produced a bugged file for us. If we delete this and try again, it may produce an appropriate file, and that's just some odd contextual bug with the create a custom camo template action in the game. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So that thing that the game produced for us is useless, and it'll just crash the game if I try to use it. So let's try again. That's a bug that I discovered last time I was making even a few camos ago, and it's been a while since I made a custom camo, which is one of the reasons I'm happy to share that experience with you guys today. Speaking of, I should check the comments. Oh, Baking, good to see you. Maybe you can help me out with this in a minute if what I'm trying doesn't work. And Derp Tank, you are on like all of my live streams, man. It's good to see you. Tank Mommy is gonna be home soon, so I wanted to just get a little bit of progress done on making this custom camo. You can see the one that we had created through this system, we deleted, so that doesn't show up anymore. And there's some kind of hotkey to refresh this stuff, but I can't remember what it is. It was mentioned in like the custom sites thing. Okay, it says it created a user skin sample in the user skins folder. We have user skins open, so let's take a look. Let's just go ahead and go out and come back in just to make sure it's refreshed. It should be template M18 or template US M18. Let's see. Yeah, template US M18 Super Hellcat. Let's see what this file looks like. It still looks like it's bugged, and if we look at the Hellcat body, it's still bugged. It says sample over the top. But let's go ahead and I do have a backup strategy here, and that is to stand upon the shoulders of people who actually know what they're doing. So what was it again? I need to go colors, components, decompose, RGBA. Okay, looks good. Maybe just the alpha file is borked. That's very interesting. Okay, so we'll just delete the alpha layer. Colors, components, compose. I don't necessarily need an alpha layer. RGB. Okay. So here's a color map of our M18 hull, and it looks weird. It's definitely bugged. Look at this rainbow texture here. That is not normal. Even with no alpha layer, it shouldn't look like that. But let's try again. So let's go from our base file, colors, components, decompose to just RGB and see what happens. Okay, interesting. Colors, components, and then recompose that to an RGB view, and yeah, it's still borked. So the camouflage exporting is broken right now for War Thunder. The asset viewer is broken. So what do? I can't generate a custom camo template from here to work with from the game, which is the easiest way to do it. And by the way, they've made some serious improvements to that. But the downside is every time there's a major patch, the whole system breaks, and Sounds like War Thunder, right? So, what do you do when you can't get your images from the resource viewer or from the game within the game itself? There's this lovely place called live.warthunder.com that really is a great community, and there's some very talented people there that make some fantastic content. And you go to one of their camouflages and you copy it, and then you make enough changes that you don't feel like you're just ripping them off. So let's look up. It's called Collaboration Without Communication. If I look up M18, well, it's a good starting place. There should be, there's not a ton. Okay, they're loading in. Live.warthunder is not the most well optimized site. So here is a really beautiful one by Ravix. This guy is very talented. Is he the one who made that leopard skin that sells for a mint? It could be. There's also the Girls in Panzer versions are always really clean looking, which could be good for the memes. I do want to meme the heck out of... Oh, and here, what's this? This Toshio 1987 guy made a great regular M18 skin, and this one works for the premium or the standard tech tree one. Did I set this up? He had graphics. I was just talking about him, and he's like, "Why?" You can see there's something of a divergence in theme between the two of us. So I'm just gonna go ahead and download his fantastic work here and see if I can pull some files that I can work with for myself. And then don't forget that. Let's see, what was the tag he used as well? What tags did he use, sir? Bundeswehr, 4K, DDS, Super Hellcat was his tag. So if we check the Super Hellcat tag on camouflages, we should see more of the same. His is the most recent. It's a 4K file, which is a larger format. It's just more space, so less pixelated look. It really does look beautiful. But we're just gonna take that and really change the heck out of it and slap some cats and burgers on it. So, Ravix, if you're watching this, you might want to look away. Okay. So we need to go into our downloads folder, which is already almost open here. We have yet another file, M18. Yeah, Panzer Gray. Okay, we'll cut. And we will, let's see, user skins. Wait, actually, where do we want to, let's belay that order. Extract it to a folder. Usually people have these files in a folder. So yeah, and he does too, because he's not a savage. But every now and then you'll get someone that has all these files in the zip folder, or in the zip archive, but not foldered. So when you extract them, you just get this splash of all these files. And you've seen how disorganized I am anyway. It's bad news. So we're gonna mess with the C files. These are the color files. And again, like, whoever programmed the built-in camouflage generator here, they didn't reference the right files, and kind of sucks, because you could have had a good thing, but nope, people just have to continually manually pull these things from the asset viewer. And yes, they didn't even have a gun file in the one that was automatically generated for us. There were no N files at all, so you couldn't mess with the textures, I guess. Anyway, it is what it is, and what it is poor programming. I would like to see Gaijin get around to making this button right here actually work for tanks, because they came close, but they had an idiot do it who put in the wrong file references. So there is that. You know, honestly, never mind. Like a community member could mod that in really easily to the game, but you just have to have time and you have to care. And so we'll keep doing things manually. Look at all. Oh, what a great joke. Oh, look at what Ravix did here. So all of this is you know, very semi-historical, but on the bottom of the tank, where you would never see unless you flip, this is what he put. What a clever guy. That's pretty hilarious. Okay, so now we have something we can work with, and again, this is somebody else's work, so I want to make that really clear, that they did all the work. And the only reason I'm using this is because I tried to pull the files myself, because I prefer to work from just a standard base template, and I didn't have any success with that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change up the colors, and then we're gonna start slapping stickers on here and make it look meme-tastic. So let's copy this layer, so that we can do whatever we want and still have our base here unaltered. And the first thing we're going to do is change the colors. So let's just go with a black and white theme. Hue? No, the hue doesn't matter. If I just turn down the saturation, it'll be black and white. There we go. Okay, and then we can make that a lot darker. I think that'll do. Okay, and I'm going with a theme here, and we're actually just gonna hide that. Yeah, hide that for now, because this is a lot more visible to work with. And the next thing we'll do is make a decals layer and start dropping down our decals. So let's actually make 2 layers for decals, just because. So let's work with the bottom layer first, and we'll pull over some cats with burgers and get this ball a-rolling. That's not the screen I wanted. Let's check the old YouTubes, see if any of you guys are popping off. I gotta be sure to credit Ravix here, and I'm another cheeseburger M18 skin, and I'm gonna credit him for providing the template. So I don't know what his response will be, but I can tell he has a sense of humor, so we'll bank on that. Okay. We need to go into our downloads folder, which is not really open right now, so let's just open that up. Get into cheeseburger, super burger cat, and what do we want to put down first? Let's put a little booty cat on the back end of the vehicle, I think is a good call. So that's a cutie. That's a cutie right there. So we will, let's see, yeah. So we'll select the gray background here, and then invert selection, copy, hide that layer, go into our lower decal layer, and we might as well paste it here, and zoom out and align it on the booty zone, and let's move our toolbar over so we can take a good look at the butt. I think the way this is going to work out, see, here's the tail light, and then this starts to angle down, so I want to keep that in mind. This is generally flat, which makes it good for pasting decals on. Let's rotate this 90 degrees, and we'll make it transparent real quick so we can see sort of where the center is, because again, Ravix has nicely put this decal nicely centered, so we should downscale this a bit. Let's just manually downscale it. That's about right. And now we'll move it, being sure to cover up the original there. And I'm not sure if I want the ears to be a bit above, but I don't want the eyes to be right on that joint there. So I think maybe here seems kind of good. Maybe off to the side a bit, actually. Not necessarily right in the middle, but again, I definitely want to cover up that decal by Ravix, because I don't want this to look like a derivative work. I'm just using this as a template. The same thing that the game would produce for you, and then I would, you know, poop all over that with memes and cheeseburger cats, but, you know, in a different way. And then I have sort of, well, we'll see. I have some ideas as well. I really would like to have an alpha layer. Okay, yeah, I think I know what to do, just to scratch this up a little bit, but that'll come later. I still have that original layer to work with. I'll show you what I'm talking about after we put down the decals, and I do need to get on that. So let's make this snappy. I feel like we might have room for another cat, maybe a smaller one. So let's take this, and we can get rid of meal cat, and we'll put this one below our current decal layer. And we'll put, ooh, maybe this little cat burger right here. That could be really cute sitting next to him. Or this chubby filler there. Even this little double stack would be kind of cool. Or maybe even have a three-fer going on here. They're all pretty good. Which one should sit next to that guy? So we have a gray cat there. I kind of like the look of this derpy boy here, but I kind of want him next to the gun. So let's just put this burger in. It's another black background image, so maybe that is for the best. And then again, select the background and then invert selection, copy, hide the layer. Go to our decal layer, paste. For some reason it pasted it up there, but I'm okay with that. Rotato. And how do we want to do this? We want this smaller, so let's scale it down a bit. Okay, we're keeping our aspect ratio. It is a burger, so maybe just that much. That looks pretty good. What's behind it? Nothing much, just some panels. So we'll put this a little bit up, maybe, for a sense of... I like to have images overlapping just a bit for a sense of space. And see, just that tiny little contact that it gets. This is something I picked up from the one art class that I took in college. That tiny little overlap makes it more real to your mind. See how it shares that space with the cup and ties it into the rest of this. They live in the same world. It's not two stickers, it's one scene of meme-tacular meminess on the same image. And that little bit of if you look at here, there's some artifacting from the background that this image had. We'll just leave it in there. I gotta do this quick and dirty. Alrighty, so that's the back end. I think that'll do for the back side. And then I have an idea what I want to do for the sides here. So let's go ahead and make that happen. And I'm not sure exactly how I want to make that happen, but again, I have an idea. So these would be the upper side panels. And then these would be the lower sides, the armors, the track armor. So the side skirting, if you will. Yeah, I think that's the right way to call it. So I think I know what I want to do. But we're going to need another layer. So what's that black? That's our old camo. We can keep that. And then we'll just generate a new layer. This is going to be our sides. So how do I want to do this? I need to bring in my checkerboard and copy it. And then yeah, I think that's good. Actually, I want this to be, actually no, that's just about right. Copy it. So now it's on the clipboard when I hit Control C there. You probably heard me press the keys. Now I'm going to select the area that I want to fill with that checkerboard and fill it. So I might be able to get away with doing this. Excuse me. Up to the side there. And again, we really want to cover over these semi-historical decals just because I don't want to look like I'm... Well, for one, I want this to look like an American meme. And secondly, I'm not really interested in exactly copying Ravik's work here. So now I've changed to the lasso tool and I'm going to modify my box select. And this is actually a really nice trick. So if you switch over to subtract from the current selection, I can just deselect the exact bits I don't want selected. And that is a really useful tool. We could have drawn this entire thing with the draw tool or the lasso tool very carefully, pixel by pixel, or we can do a rough select where we have these two lines where we want them, and we can just deselect these few areas with the lasso tool that we don't necessarily want. And you can see any of these brown background areas, they're not really part of anything. And I can even take and move this selection. If I go back to the box select, no I can't, never mind. So we will fill and then go pattern fill, click on it, no, yes, pattern, then whatever's on the clipboard should be here. I don't see it. I don't, that's weird. Is it that one? No. Is it that one? Clipboard, okay. I did the wrong thing. So clipboard there, you can see that it's whatever was on my clipboard. It's supposed to show a preview, but it just shows one of the red squares. So that's why I couldn't recognize it. And then I want to fill whole selection. And click. There we go. That actually looks exactly like I want it to look. So let's go to the move tool just so we can copy that and paste it, and then flip vertical and horizontal and move it. And I'm holding the shift key and pressing the down arrow key to move this directly down by, I think it's like, oh, I don't know, a certain number of pixels. I know, very descriptive term. Is this exactly what I want? I'll have to edit this a little bit. So we'll go ahead and paste that into our layer, turn down the opacity of our side skirt layer. Yeah, so let's actually flip this one horizontally again. That's actually a better fit. It's pretty close to what I want. Yeah, that's close enough for jazz. Again, I want to do this quick because I don't have a whole lot of time. Okay, so we have our red checkerboard sides. I wanted to get 2 rows, but to have 2, almost 3 rows and not a perfect alignment, not sure how I feel about that. So let's try coming in here and deleting these side bits. That still looks good. This I'll have to work with a little bit. No, actually, it looks great. Okay, I can live with that. Similar for this side. And good. I'm still making sure it covers up the decal that he had on there, because again, I don't think it's good to mix memes and historical look. It's nice to have a clear definition, but that's just my idea. Okay. No iron crosses to be seen. Alright. And the camo still shows up. I think these lines could be a bit off. If we really zoom in here, well, it gets bad is what happens. So I could clean this up. I could get rid of that little bit of artifacting there, and I think I will. Even though I want to spend... Come on now. This is what happens when you zoom in. It takes you forever to cut something. Oh, look, a watermark. That's okay. I'm alright with accidentally crediting content creators for their stuff every now and then. Oh my goodness, please scroll faster. I'm a man on a mission. And my mission is omission. Okay. Okay, that should do. Very nice. And we'll just copy this. And delete this one. And paste. And move into position. Maybe not the best way to do that. Are you noticing a theme? That theme is I have no idea what I'm doing. I need to flip this vertically. Blammer. Yeah. Okay. It's a good 50-50. Good at 50 miles per hour or 50 yards. So that's what we want to go for. Okay. What's next? So we have... This is what we have so far. Not bad. Not bad. I'm thinking maybe I should put... I think the sloping will... You know what? Screw it. Let's make it happen. Let's take this. I need to make sure I'm on the right layer. Copy, paste. Move it over here. Rotation. And put her there. And before we paste her down, hardness 100. Make sure it doesn't overlap her other layer. Okay. So let's turn down the opacity, take a look at where things sit specifically, make some adjustments. No, I don't want a plus sign there. Okay. Okay. Zooming in here, we'll see where it overlaps, and I think a 20 pixel eraser is our ticket here. Yeah. It's real quick, real dirty. Just clean that up a small bit. Let's turn down the hardness on it now. Bloop. And let's actually make it 50 pixels. Just because we're smoothing the edges now. Okay. Yeah, I can live with that. And then here, smooth those edges and also take it away from whatever this is over here, the tail light. Give it a little bit of a sense of space. And I think I'll go with that. And I have a trick I'll use to make this all look a lot better in just a minute. There is a tiny bit of decal poking through on that one, and it's clear that this isn't lined up the same way as the other one. So what we'll do, it looks like it's placed right at the top of that one, right at the bottom of that one. So that's how we're going to align that. Perfect. It's another use, and if you can't tell what I'm talking about, well, it's one of those things that's better seen. And again, we'll use our selection tool and the old deselect trick to get rid of that little piece off the other side. Copy, delete, paste, move, zoom in, and we want this right on the bottom of that. Perfect. Anchor it there. Now it matches up a lot better with the other side. So using those visual references to line things up. If you can line something up directly with something, you see we're about 3 or 4 pixels below it on this side, but I don't want to move it again, and 3 or 4 pixels in a 4K image is just fine by me. And real artists are like, ah! I know, but look, this is a cheeseburger tank. This is the art that I'm producing today. So let's turn the opacity all the way up on this one. You know what? Maybe, yeah, 100. We want to cover up those old decals. Perfect. Okay, this is what we have so far. We might get the body done today, and that would be great. Let's check YouTube real quick. Anybody say anything? Nope. Okay. Alrighty, back to creating this abomination. So I really like this this flipped over thing here. So let's go ahead and go to our decal. We can get rid of the checker. Let's go to our decal layer. Zoom out. Let's hide the darker version just so we can see what's going on. And let's paste something over that flipped question mark. So we go back to our kittas. And I think eat me is a great one to put. Oh, maybe. Yeah, I think actually the donut cat. I found a use for him. I wanted this one in here, and I was just like, it's not a burger, but I'll just Photoshop a burger into his mouth. But I have an even better idea. I'm gonna put this little tubby here, eating a donut on the bottom. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Again, just want to cover up the fantastic work of Ravix. Okay. And we'll just take that and merge it down because it's perfect. Perfect. Okay. We definitely want a big image to splash on the front of the M18 here because that's by far the most fun thing about modifying an M18 hull is all this space you have here for a fun piece of art. So what are we going to put? We have the double-decker burger. We have Eat Me. That one could really go well, I think. We have Pusheen. With a fat cat. Let's try fat cat. Actually, this one could go really well. Yeah, Catberg Kawaii. I choose you. So, same deal. Rotating. And because there's no text, it doesn't matter if we've mirrored this, so that's kind of cool. We can have it either orientation as far as mirroring goes. We will select the blue background. You know how it goes by now. I don't, apparently. Invert. Copy. hide the layer, go to our decals layer, paste, move. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. Okay, I really like that. I really like that. But I feel like this is a perfect time for a collage. So let's actually get another layer underneath that one. Another decal layer. And we'll put in our black cat here. Yeah, black and white is a good theme for this. Excuse me. And we'll make him a little bit smaller just because he's so freaking adorable. And we'll actually select that entire color. Yeah, I think that'll do. I think that'll work. Select, invert, copy, zoom out, hide the layer, and here I actually don't need that to be a layer below that one. Let's paste him there now that I've decided where I want him. And so stinking adorable. Just and resize him. He's so cute. Look at how cute he is. Look at how cute he is. Look at it. Oh my gosh. It's like a little baby cat. Okay, just having it like nestle here with the bigger cat is super adorable. So this is emergent art here. Yeah. That's exactly where I want that. It's not what I thought of in the first place, but it's just such a nice little pairing. Look at that. Look at how adorable that is. Okay. And let's get the double-decker burger on here too. And we'll use this one. I think that gives us everything we want. A lot of stickers with this one, but it's sort of like a girl's lunchbox, you know? A lot of stickers is just what you come to expect. So I can delete that. I can delete that one. And which layer am I going to put this in? It doesn't really matter, I think. But actually, now that I consider, I want this on a layer above. Yeah, I'm going to nestle this one too. I think you're going to really like this. So check this out. Check this out. This is going to be so cuddly. It's going to be freaking adorable. Okay, rotate. And we'll move you right inside. Let's make you a bit smaller. So we'll make you 550. See how that works out. Now you're about the same size. I actually want you even smaller. Let's just manually. And then move you right there. Right there. Okay. Yeah. Now, let's hide you. Which layer was... Okay, that's this. So we'll select... We'll select what? Let's take right here. Right, I'm still set on deselect. Right here. And copy. Go back to this layer and go above it. paste, anchor, view. See what we did there? Yeah. That's something I've learned from... Look at how well these nestle together. Let's put the arm in front as well. You know what? Actually, no. I like that. A little elbow cuddle going on right there. This is a very snuggly kitty cat. And there's a little Bebis cat over there, a little guppy cat. And Daddy Burger over here. Yeah, this might be the cutest thing I've ever made. It's freaking adorable. One thing I want to do is I think I'm going to change those hearts to the same red as our banner over here, just for the sake of the theme. But nah, never mind. That's too much work getting that to look right. So at this point, all I want to do is cover up the rest of the decals and scratch this thing up, and then we'll make it good. So what are we going to put over these decals? Let's do something really generic. We could use more checkerboard, but I'm not sure how that would work out. Those decals are so nicely done. Ravix really did. I mean, this work that he did is just like, you know, it's true art. And what I'm doing is just creating a fun meme to throw into my game, because I just like to laugh, you know, and I don't have time to make anything nice, so I make memes. Let's use this Five Guys logo. And a red background. That's what we'll do. Okay. So we'll bring this logo in. Five Guys. This is the Five Guys burgers, by the way. Very delicious. Good stuff. It's a burger place here in... Well, it started out, I think, West Coast, USA. So, I think. Not sure. Really unsure is what I'm saying. But that's about the right size. And we'll move her over here just to see sort of what our scale is. Yeah, and then we'll give her a nice red background and make sure it's right side up. Okay. So I need a layer below this one. Ploop. And I need a circle. You know what? I already have a circle. Let's just take... how will I do this? That was not what I wanted. Right stuff. This layer, fill. Nah, never mind. That's too complicated. Let's just make a circle. If it's not perfect, it's not perfect. Are there different ways of drawing a circle in this? Or drawing a circle select? Let me see. Expand from center. Perfect. So here. No. There we go. And it's still off center. I'm not real good at lining things up. It just doesn't look right somehow. I wonder if there's a way to find the center of something. This is me learning. So how would I find the center of this? I don't know. Let's just try this again. Why not? Okay, our sub layer, fill, pattern. Oh, our clipboard's something different now. Dang it. Let's just fill it with black. We can get away with it. Black. Bloop. Oh, that looks good. And again, 50-50. It's not terrible. Okay. Merge that down. And then we'll copy, paste, move, scale it down even more. Move. That's right side up. Rotate it that way. Put her right there. And again, we're just being quick here. There's a lot better ways to do this, but I'm doing it the quick way. Copy. First off, that is upside down. Let's go ahead and flipper, vertical, and then horizontal, especially since we have text. Yeah, that is right. Okay. And we'll paste her again. Actually copy and then paste just because that's how I want to do it. And rotation. Settle her down between those two pieces. And this is all looking pretty rough. We got one more thing to cover up, and that's this. And then of course we still have to do the gun if we want to do anything with the gun. We might put some checkers on it, we'll see. And then the turret. So for that part, I think I'll put checkers on it. So we have our, get rid of that one. What's even on that layer? I think that's an empty layer. Okay, there's our chubby checkers. Let's get in real good like and get a nice start here. Just behind. Well, let's go this way. Excuse me. Okay. Copy. Zoom out. Paste. And zoom out a bit more. Rotating this one. This way. Right there. And then a little bit of finessing. Again, this is all rough, quick work. That's how I like to make my custom camos. I have the deepest respect for people that really take the time to make some true art. But me, I just want some fun things to have in the game. So that's the way I do it. Alright, that is really coming together nicely. We have some cute little cuddly burgers on the front. We have a little loner over here with a grande meal and enough food for two and room in his heart for you. You're invited. We're covering up Ravix's great work here with our memes, just so that, you know, we don't want to look derivative. We don't want to look like this really has anything to do with his work. We just pulled it because we needed something. And now we're going to merge down all of our decal layers just to simplify everything, since I have decided I'm happy with this and I'm sticking with it. And bam, that's what we have so far. We have one more step to do, and that's going to be to pull scratches. So we'll hide that, and everything that's sort of a scratch color we're going to take and select. So we'll select by color, and we'll select that. See all those scratches we just made? So we'll go to this layer, view, and just delete. And there you go. We've just made a bunch of scratches and such in our little decals. And that's actually a bit too harsh. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything that's in our scratches there, and I'm going to copy it and then delete, and then make a new layer and paste them back on, and just make the opacity about 40. Very nice. So they look weathered but not necessarily scratched in those areas. What if we have 60? Even better. Okay, I'm happy with that. Very nice. See the weathering we have there? And we'll go back to our... Look at that. It really makes things stick. They look more real that way. Any kind of marring, any kind of surface contour, those are things that make your ideas look more like real things. And that's exactly what we did with this overlapping and nestling over here. They really... you look at one 2D image and you're like, that's not real. But your brain, when it sees two 2D images that are overlapping each other, it says, oh, I'm going to imagine some contour here. This is round, and it's in front of that. It's all in tricking your brain to really imagine something more complex than what it actually sees through your eyes. It's fascinating stuff, the way that the mind works and the way that art works. And look at the... again, remember before we scratched up our checkers, how they just seem to stand out? And with just a little bit of scratching here, a little bit of imperfections, and especially here on the front, it really makes them look a lot better. And then if we look at that compared with our base layer here, again, we're going for a much darker theme than the original for a few reasons. And I like it. It looks really good. Okay, so what else can we do? You know what? Let's export this and we'll give that a shot. Let's go into War Thunder. That's still borked. Oh, I haven't put it. So let's go here. M18. This is just for the purposes of testing. We're gonna place her right now. And that should allow us. Yep. Why does it look so bad? I think we messed up somewhere, don't you? I think we messed up. So let's try merging down our layers. Maybe. Or maybe I have to do this. Let's see. What's that layer? Wow, that looks creepy when it's... So let's merge that layer down. Down, and then let's see. Add layer mask. Black full transparency. File. And we'll go to recently used. War Thunder. User skins. Template. No, this one's called M18 PZ Green. Compression. I think I can do that one. Okay. Hey! It's real! It is cute! Oh, but I need to move all of this over to the right a bit because that headlight is blocking our little cute feller there. Okay, that's... And this is looking really nice. Our decals are looking voila. And the rest? The rest is not bad. This part here I think could use a little bit of lifting up. So we'll lift up the rear. Yeah, that'll do. So we'll take this whole section here. We can merge that down. Take this whole section here. And move it up a bit. And this section here. Move it up as well. I think that'll do. The rest looks pretty good. So we need to merge these layers down and add a mask. And overwrite. Okay, this looks a lot better. You can see the kitty's eyes here. You can sort of see the burger meal it has going on. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It's the way he looks even more desperate, the way that his eyes are emphasized there. I think we will lighten up our background layer as well, because it's a bit too dark. And this is just looking super cute. That's perfect. So that's looking great. We'll take this one and colors. Let's actually know. Let's go colors, hue saturation, maybe. Huh, doesn't seem to be doing anything. Colors, colorize. Why is that not doing anything? One wonders. I may have goofed a bit. How is that not showing up? Did that do anything? These colors are just so dark. Oh, that's why. I was messing with the wrong layer. Okay. That makes more sense. This is all crunched down. Can I not? I made a huge mistake. I may have made a huge mistake. How do I fix it? Not easily. Let's mess with the colors on this one. Gah! That looks so scary. That's not what I wanted. Okay. Yeah, that's creepy. That's still not good. Okay, I messed up. I merged too many layers. Let's do some emergency surgery. Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's just not gonna work. It's just gonna be another one of those camos that I'll have to be satisfied with it looking kind of bad. So let's look again at what we have here. It's not horrible. It'd be nice to have some checkerboards on the sides there. It's not really what I wanted. Well, it's not done. I don't like how the tools are all black as well. So actually, if I hide this one and I go to the tools, where are the tools on this one? There's a tool. So we'll select you. And delete. And then what else? Where's our cable? There's our tail lights. So we'll go ahead and clear them out as well. What else do we have? We want the cable. Where's that cable? Kind of hard to tell what a cable is in this view. Would it be over here with the other tools? Let's take another look at what we're working with here. So, yeah, there's that long cable that goes quite a way. There's our shovel. That's gonna look better. We have those sticks and a cable to work on. So we need to find whatever this is. That might be one of our objects we want. Let's go ahead and whatever all of this is, let's make that normal as well. And then, hey, here's our sticks. Perfect. Okay. What's this? I don't know. Let's make it normal. And then some kind of grill. Some things are pretty hard to tell. I'm not sure if we found our cable or not. Oh, here's some more sticks. Let's make those normal as well. You can see the way they stow different bitmaps inside this image, which is a reference, of course, for what's drawn on the 3D model. So the 3D model will say, okay, here's our 3D image, and then they'll say, okay, reference this area of the bitmap for what color to draw that image. Fascinating stuff. I think we found our cable. It's up top here, which makes sense. I guess it's not the top, but we found a cable. That's definitely a cable there. So we need a big select. We can't quite see what's what here. Well, we'll get that stuff too. Some things are going to look weird, but I think overall we're going to end up with a better image than we had before. Okay. What did we just do? We cut a bunch of chunks out of our edit. So these things should look more normal. We'll go with that. It's another reason why we kept our base layer. And we've made some serious mistakes here. Again, this is not the way to do proper art. This is how I make memes, and that's all it is. And I have a lot of editing to do to make this look a little bit more original, but, well, I don't need to share everything with you guys. Okay, so it looks like we got most of our Pioneer tools here, looking normal again. And our shovel, and we need to find the shovel head, I guess. But we got our sticks, whatever those are, and we got our cable. That was an important one. What else are we missing? Looks like... is that just What is that? Is that an extra axe handle or something? Or am I missing a head somewhere? Yes, Tosio, you've been missing your head for quite some time. Thank you very much. Alright, we'll call her good. Maybe we can find that shovel head. Oh, shovel head, where are you? What does a shovel head look like? We got that one over there. What's this? That looks like about the right color. Feel a shovel head. Yep, that's a shovel head. See the lines on it? There's some kind of shell casing, it looks like. Interesting. There's our shovel head. Can you recognize it? Neither did I just went by color. Those are definitely the wear lines made by Digifying something. So there we go. Go up to this layer, delete, and merge down, add the layer mask once again, and overwrite. Refresh. It didn't work. Whatever that was, maybe it was one of our axe heads or something. Huh. Oh well, close enough. I really don't want to see a black shovel head. So let's look around. Strong thing. Hey! Here they are. Tool heads all grouped together. And if we look, yeah, I covered all of them. So here we go. There's our tool heads. Nicely organized. I'd love to see the game's code in general so well organized. Toshio, you are all over the place with this select tool. Yeah, I know. I made some sloppy joes for you. I know you like some extra sloppy. Okay. Delete, view, merge down, add layer mask, and export. Let's get this business on the road. So, even a crummy reutilization of someone's masterpiece work takes a good amount of effort and doing stuff. I wanted to offset this image a bit, but I ended up basically centering it, and I think it works out. Add some fun splash art on the sides of the turret and the back of the bustle. Add something memey to the cannon barrel. I'm thinking the checkers would look really nice, and the turret, and you've got yourself a pretty solid design. So yeah, let's work on the next part. None of the kids have come home, so Tank Baby was making some noise, but then she stopped. So she's still taking a nap. Where do I need to go now? Should be in downloads. Let's just open that up again. Downloads. M18 Panzergren. Panzergranat Battalion, perhaps? Okay. Let's do the gun. That should be pretty quick. So, now that we've forgotten everything we learned about how to make this actually work, let's do this. So you can sort of see which is the mantlet, what's the gun barrel. So the first thing we need to do is, of course, copy our base layer so we don't mess with that. That'll be the last thing that we overwrite. And again, this is the sloppy way to do things, so don't do what I do. How did I colorized this? So if we go, this is going to be sloppy again. So if we go, colors, colorize. What did I turn down? Saturation? Yeah, saturation to nothing. I'll turn down the lightness about that much. Actually, try and make it match our other image here. If we compare, still a bit lighter. That seems about right. Okay. Now let's get into it. So the first thing we'll do is anything that we want to be normal, we will select. And on this layer, we will delete. I think that's about it. That's the only normal thing we have here. Okay. And now we'll take the barrel. Let's select the barrel. And interesting. Oh, I guess it tapers at some point. How do we want to do this? Let's fill the whole thing with this. So we need to be on this layer. Okay, and you copy. Okay. Now you fill, pattern, clipboard, fill whole selection. Okay. Looking decent. And what else can we do? We can scratch this up. So let's select our scratches. Select none, and then select color. Let's go to our base image here. And that looks pretty good. We'll go here and delete. And then here we'll pick up some lighter scratches. Good. And here we will copy. Paste at opacity of, let's go 60. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Wait. So we have our selection, copy, and then delete, and then paste. Add an opacity of 60. Yep. Anchor that, merge it down, take a look. Looks pretty decent, actually. Alright. So, merge down, add layer mask, black, file, export as recently used, user skins, yes. Blammo. Okay, what did we learn? We want this to be scaled down a bit over here. Maybe. You know what? Actually, I think what I'll do is just move it. So, it's the wrong file. Let's merge that down. This one. It's fine. Good enough. Okay, done with that one. And what else can we do? I'll check on you guys real quick. It's been a long stream. Nothing. Okay. Alrighty, what's last on our agenda is the turret, and we want to put some art on the turret, so it might take us a little longer, but we've got our process down, so let's open that right up. Slugger turret. Oh goodness, it's complex. Okay, so let's make this happen as quickly as we can. Copy, paste, anchor. What now? Well, we need to change the colors. So, colorize. Saturation, nil. Lightness, I really should have gone with that in the first place, to just regular lightness, but now that we're committed, let's make it match the gun. For a darker hue, lightness, down, down, down. That'll do. Okay. I always make my backgrounds too dark, and then I regret it. Alrighty, what do we need to normalize? So we'll select all of this tarpaulin, everything that color, all these bits. I'm sure they all would enjoy being normal. In fact, let's just... Hi Mama, welcome home.
Hey, can you help unload at least?
Yeah, in just a sec. That has some green on it, so we'll leave it alone. All of this turret basket accoutrement, because it's an open turret, there's a lot more detail. Okay, we're on that layer. Delete. Perfect. Okay, guys, if you've followed me up to this point, I gotta take off. Mommy is home, so it's time to do daddy stuff. Catch you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.